Hey, what's up? I'm Mason the Mason. There's Saul the Saw Man. We got Dad the shot caller. We're gonna show you how to pour some concrete.
Billy's missing.
Yeah, Billy's missing, but
always with the court shit.
Step one, make sure you got the right tools. We got a bullfloat, you know, some mags, screeds, wheelbarrows, all that good stuff, edgers, you know, the usual. Make sure you got mud boots. Now when you're starting your pour day, tell them, Saul, make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
It's all staked.
All staked.
All staked. Looks good. All grade looks good. We're ready to go out here.
Cool.
See this? I don't know what that is, so we're gonna have to fix that. See? Good thing we're going over stuff. Right, Saul?
Yeah, right.
That's our man. So we're pouring sidewalks, but we're also pouring this little patio back here. It's the same thing, just made sure everything's all staked. Alright, I'm the screed man, so all I need is my screed, my boots, and my mag. I like to use a Darby, but most people use mags. I just like this so I can reach farther. There's quite a bit of distance right there, so we're gonna have to wheel it because the truck's not gonna be able to drive through the yard or nothing. Alright, getting the wheelbarrow up. Just gotta give Saul a minute to get all the concrete in there. Got the wheelbarrow under the chute. Then you scrape the chute so you don't make a mess. And then leave it on the chute, the shovel. Starting to get a decent pile. Rake it out, rake it up to the forms. Here we are. Once he rakes it close, I can start screeding. I just keep my screed tilted this way on the form, like that. And screed it. And I come back and I mag over it. Same thing every time. Get a low spot, you just take a little scoop like that, put it there, and rub it in. Good as new. Then, while he gets it raked out, you mag the edges. You're ready to screed. Same thing, tilt it, shake it, drag it across both of the sides of your sidewalks, and then mag it. You don't kick it into the mud. That's a bad one. We got all the sidewalks filled in. Now Mason's just doing this last curve downhill part. Billy put the stake on the inside of the forms, so we have to take that one out.
Whatever that's about.
Yeah, fucking Bill. Can't trust anybody with the name Willem. So we're against the house here, so we got these chalk lines, so we know how high to go. And then they match the bottom of the door, so that's our height over there, and then just to the top of the forms on that side. Once the concrete's pushed up to your height, you just make it flat right up to the line. Get all the holes out of there. And that's a bench. That's what you screed on. Alright, so we're getting some mud off of away from the door here. That's when you go to the chalk line. You get it there. And just make sure it's flat across the line. Got it all raked, bench is all made. Time for some screeding. So you start screeding, you get your bench good on this side, and that's a wet bench, and then the 2x4 is your hard bench, and then the concrete over on this side, make sure there's no holes or anything like that, where when you start screeding there's going to be a hole, so you just fill them in. And it's really hard to keep this straight, so you gotta like make it float across the top. And I push down on the hard bench, so I push down and make this side float across the bench. And I wiggle it, turn the screed up like that, wiggle, and float across that side. Once you get it nice and straight, mag the other side that you just did and make it all blend together. And you just do that all the way across the whole pad. That's it. Getting to the end of my pool here, so I'm gonna have to reverse my screed. So I just go on this side, turn it. Now I got 2 benches. So all I gotta do is make it float both sides and pull it back. I'm digging in there, gotta be a little higher there. That's it. Bench. Float. And then mag behind. And that's it. All done with this patio. Everything's all screeded and magged off real straight. Time to go wash my tools off and my boots. We'll come back in a minute and bull float that. Alright, now it's time to bull float. I just got my bull float there and a stick. So to start, all you do is just set it on the edge, tilt it up like that, and push. Then rotate the other way and come back. And just float it across there. And we're just gonna do that all the way across and then edge it just on this side. So it's all bull floated, looking glossy. And on the edge there's a little ripples here and there, but when I edge it I'll get them out and it'll all be flat and look all like that. There's no need to bull float sidewalks because we can just mag the whole thing from both sides, so we don't need to worry about using that big thing for this little bit of concrete. So we're edging here. Step 1, get all that nasty crud off the edges that's starting to get hard. Get that out of the way so we can see our edge good. Nice clean edge all the way down. All right, notice how he's not digging in here. So just like you go up and back when you're going across, make sure you're not pushing down on the edger and rolling the edge down farther than the form, or pushing it down this way into the concrete. It's just flat across there, so up and back, and you're holding it straight, not tilting it. Once the edge is done, you come back and you erase the marks, and it leaves a nice little edge like that from when we're finishing, and it makes finishing way easier. All done edging, got a nice clean edge there all the way down. It's all flat. It's a little wet, and I can tell that because I can stick my fingers in it pretty easy. It's like watery on top, so we gotta wait till that stiffens up till we can finish this. So we're just gonna go sit around for a little bit. So this is the tool. It's called double groover dummy joiner, and this is to premeditate the cracks where this concrete's gonna crack, because when you pour concrete, every time it's going to crack. So this makes it look pretty and make sure there's no cracks on the surface. The cracks will fall in wherever these joints go. We spaced them out 5 feet, so I just put my roller down. I mark with my joiner here right at 5 foot. I'm gonna do the same thing the other. all you do is you wiggle that pointer part all the way up through, keeping the whole side tight to your straight edge. All the way across. And then just like an edger, keep it flat and run it up and down till you get it all smooth. Keeping a tight edge on the screed. Then we'll come back and clean up all the marks like we did with the edger. You just erase them all. Alright, well, I'm dummy jointing all these. Sawyer's going back through and magging everything because we didn't bullfloat it, so we have to mag it. And he's cleaning up all the marks I made from my double groover, and then making all that cream look that same color when you mag it. So you get that color off and make it all look like that. Make sure there's no lines in the top. It's edged, double grooves are in, saw magged it off. All ready to finish. Super, super, super important. Before the concrete truck leaves, make sure you get a wheelbarrow or two of water. We only got one, but it's okay.
We're not doing that big of a pour.
Little pour today.
Yeah, not many tools.
Make sure you got water to wash your tools. Just waiting for it to set up and get a little harder before we brush it and finish it. So we got about 5 minutes. Just waiting. So the way you can tell if it's ready is if you can not push your fingers in it. So like I can just push my finger way in there. That's not ready yet. We gotta wait till that stiffens up on top so our brush doesn't dig in too hard. Alright, we're ready to finish. Getting a little stiff on there. I can't push my fingers in there anymore. It's ready to finish. Mudboard time. So step one is mag it again. Get all that cream worked up. Make sure there's no holes in the surface. Get them all out with your mag and then put the brush on it. These are called swirls. That's just our personal preference of concrete finishing. You can do a straight edge or straight pull broom, mag swirls, whatever you want to do. There's like 50,000 things you could do. Make sure you get all these mudboard marks out. Just rub in a circle. Get them right out. No lines. All ready to brush. Got her all brushed. Now we just gotta edge and double groove it. Just do the same thing as when it was wet, but this time we don't erase it. Go right up to the double grooves. Stop at the joint. And skip right over it. Do the other side. But leave that joint there. It looks good. We are all done with these sidewalks. All finished, edged. So same thing as the sidewalks, you just mag it and then brush it. Except there's no hard bench on this side or edge here, so you just gotta make sure all this is sealed. Make sure there's cream up all there. Holes here. So you just rub them, put some cream in there, and then rub it Just make sure there's no holes like that or like that. It's all smooth. Little brush gang.
The only time he's been.
Hey,
So,
can you get this last bit for me?
yeah,
I can't get that last half a foot.
yeah. I'll carry your ass.
Alright, thank you. All brushed. Time to edge it. All edged and finished.